Hello, I'm Jeremy Johnson, and I'm reporting from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Brew Beer City, USA.
Did you forget where you were there for a minute?
I think so.
I'm I'm Justin Levesque from Seattle, Washington, and welcome to
Brew
Brew
you, brew you,
Brew you
brew
first.
everybody, brew everybody.
Okay, fine.
So, be that way. Okay, thank you for tuning in. We're back in our home studios today, so we should have a nice, quiet, and relaxing drink of beer here in a minute. Today I'm going to be reviewing Founders, which is basically a mile away. I can walk to it. Doom. This puppy is an Imperial IPA aged in bourbon barrels, and it's 10% alcohol. I don't know if you can see that.
10%.
10%.
Hopefully you're not driving or walking, for that matter.
Yeah, it's, like I said, I could walk to Founders, so it would be a big deal if I went down there and had it and then walked back here, but driving
Well,
would be
you're
a
quite the
problem.
lightweight there, so
And a white
you
weight,
know,
too.
and a white late. You're definitely a white late.
I'm really late.
I'm going to be reviewing Ninkasi's Maiden in the Shade. It's an American-style IPA. And specialty ale, as the label actually says here.
Yeah, what do you think that means? Just like a special batch of some sort?
Yeah, I believe so. Once again, I went to Bottle Works for this, and Ninkasi has released 2 or 3 limited release bottles in the last last couple months here, and I think this is their newest specialty. Or they're limited.
Where are they out of?
I always forget. They're here in Washington, but oh wait, nope. Eugene, Oregon. I thought they were in.
Oh,
I thought they were in Washington.
okay, that makes sense. I've heard of them before. And, I think I've never been to. Well, no, because we went to Seattle. I may have had it in Seattle. Not that particular one, but the Ninkasi brews seem to be everywhere. So.
And I'm trying not to let Portland have all the beer fame. They tend to. We're going back and forth, from what I hear. So.
Yeah, and I saw an article too. I can't remember where it was, but it was an online poll, and they said it was the top 10 states by beer consumption, and Michigan was nowhere to be found. And I thought that was really strange. I mean, come on, it's Michigan. We have just shit tons of breweries, and
I
so,
think it has something to do with the fact that they're not drinking real beer in Michigan.
whatever.
Well, outside of Grand Rapids, I'll give you that.
Well, I mean, you could be right because even though we produce quite a lot of beer, great beer, there is still a significant part of the population here in Michigan who hasn't quite caught up to that yet, and they're probably still drinking like PBR, that kind of thing. So.
Well, there is a new lime Bud Light or something like that my neighbor was drinking the other day. I think that's, I don't think that counts.
No, that's just awful.
It does come in big bottles, though.
I think people like that should be strung up, but that's everybody has their own style, so I'm not going to say that. I just think everybody's got their own deal going on. So.
Fair enough.
But I won't.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So let's jump right into our reviews here. Like I said, I got the Founders Doom, and I'm going to crack this puppy open. I got a better opener now because I spilled beer all over my keyboard last time.
And I was going to open this up on the table, but I'm pretty decent at spilling as well, so I'm just going to spill in my lap.
Right in your lappy lap. So there we go.
Is there any writing on the underside? I've been noticing that lately a lot, actually.
Nope. Nothing here.
Nor here.
Completely blank. And there's really nothing adorning this bottle, or there's no story or anything like that. Which, I kind of like reading those stories. But occasionally it's fun to just freaking drink it. So I got my tulip glass here. That's the style of glass they recommend. And we're going to go in here. Like I said, this is 10% Imperial IPA. And I don't...
Nice color you got there.
Yeah, it's really golden. It's got a nice little head. Well, big head, actually. That's like 3 fingers. Sheesh. It's huge. Oh, I can smell it from here. Very boozy. Beautiful color, though. My gosh.
Oh, definitely.
It comes out more orange on the video, but it's more yellow.
Well, and I can see myself, which makes the color look even better. But
Isn't that weird? Yeah, you can see yourself right in there. All right, we're gonna give this puppy a sniff. Woo! Holy cow!
Did you get nose deep?
It's hops, big time hops. I got a big blast of grapefruit right off the bat, like sort of like soapy grapefruit almost.
Okay.
But it's really fresh. I mean, it smells like whipped cream with a bit of citrus, like a little bit of like lemony pith. That's the sort of grapefruit thing coming through, which I happen to like that a lot. Even though I smelled like sort of the booze back here, when I get up and close to it, it sort of has dissipated a bit. And actually, because it's been aged in bourbon barrels, maybe that's got to be it. It's the sort of grapefruity hops when passed through that bourbon barrel, sort of gives it like a wood vanilla scent. So it ends up smelling like a lemon meringue pie, but with like a little bit of vanilla in it. It smells fantastic.
I guess that's completely wrong from what I was going to guess it was going to smell like, especially from the alcohol percentage and the fact that it's still a imperial. I mean,
yeah, you're absolutely right. I totally expected something completely different than this. I mean, this
darker in color for that matter, but
yeah. Okay, well, I can't wait. I gotta dig into this. It's almost
go right
like
ahead.
it's like a creamsicle almost. That's what it smells like. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Right off the bat, big blast of alcohol. Still got that orange creamsicle vanilla thing going on. Very dry. It's either the hops or the sort of reminiscence of the bourbon barrel. It just has a really like dry characteristic. No, it's like trickling down the back of my throat, kind of all like syrup or something. You know?
Sounds about right.
It's holy crap. I don't think I've ever had anything like this.
Well, we knew it was going to be potent. I mean, and while you're getting into that, I'm going to start pouring here. But
please do.
You can see this here.
Well, that's pretty. The color is similar to mine.
It's nice citrus gold. Decent head.
Yeah. Well, yours is an IPA as well, so I would expect it to look pretty dang close.
Yeah, and they actually, as you can see, the color's pretty dang close. Citrus hops. It's got a real strong hop that's actually smoothed out. It's pretty quick. I'm really surprised that it's not sitting longer on the tongue. Like, it's actually a lot more enjoyable like this. Just you get that strong burst of hops right at the start, and then it smooths itself out as it goes down, and it's not overpowering. And the citrus is also not overpowering. It's just a nice, smooth, almost like a summer ale, like a.
Oh, well, it's almost 7%, isn't it? It's like 6 something.
6.8.
Yeah, so that's pretty hefty.
It's summery ale with a little bite to it, actually, at the end here, which I'm just picking up now. It's fantastic. It's not quite what I was expecting, actually, but.
Yeah, from the description that I read, it sounded like it was going to be a real like hefty, hoppy IPA, I mean, particularly at 6.8. You would expect to have a little bit of booziness, maybe. Are you getting anything like that? Any other
Oh no,
tastes
smooth
and
at all.
flavors?
No, it's smooth. It's completely smooth. It's like I said, it's actually lending more towards a summer ale than anything. Um, just a nice burst of hops in the beginning and just smooths right out.
What does it give you any description on the back of the bottle, like what makes it a specialty ale?
Let's see. In salute to the playful side of summer, we had fun with this beer. Made in the Shade as a big, robust hop character from the liberal use of 7 different hop varieties. It's completed with a light-colored malt backbone to stay in balance.
Hmm. So they put a little bit of malt in there. That's kind of unusual. Yeah, I wonder if I was just curious if I could look that up real quick on Beer Advocate. Oh, there it is, Made in the Shade, Ninkasi. So, yeah, so American IPA doesn't really say much else beyond that. There's a bunch of reviews and whatnot, but just says American IPA. So anyway, this is really holding up. It's I guess I'm not much of a bourbon drinker. Lately, I've had more than my fair share of trying some new bourbons, and I kind of like them. Although I typically don't drink a whole lot of hard alcohol. This has some of the same characteristics. I mean, I get that sort of like sweet heat kind of. It's not overly sweet, which is great. Just enough. And again, it's that creamsicle, just vanilla.
Like a vanilla soda, like a cream soda kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Because of the hops that are real citrusy, you get sort of a grapefruit lemon characteristic, which it reminds me of a push-up, the push-ups a little bit, but not quite that orangey. But the cool thing is it's basically maintaining its position. It's not ordinarily you might pour it out and there would be dissipation of flavor or aroma, and this is it's huge. Some beers you smell, particularly like bourbon barrel aged stuff, and you just want to push it away because it's so in your face. This makes you want to just dive into this glass and swim around for about an hour. It's
so a nice lounger on your I don't know what kind of weather you guys got going on there today, but
we're like 80s for the next week. It's
so a nice slow drink there.
Yeah, it is definitely a slow drinker, but I would say it's also really deceptive because at 10%, this does not taste like 10%. Man, this tastes like 7.5 maybe. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Lagunitas stuff. Some of their IPAs, yeah. I mean, you must get them all the time down there because
there's only a couple right here at Bottle Works. I think a little something and
Brown
Lucky
Sugar.
13.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Brown Sugar one because it has that sort of like that type of sweetness. It's a really great friggin' beer. I had heard
we got founders out here in Seattle.
Well, yeah. Again, you know me. This is not my style. I don't particularly like these types of beers, imperial anything really. But this makes me reconsider that totally. I had heard from a friend who had tried a couple of these, and he said he wasn't impressed. And I kind of figured, okay, that's exactly what I expected. I wouldn't be impressed either, but I am totally impressed, and this is really freaking good. And I gotta give this a 10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10. That says a lot, knowing your history and the fact that you're not into I was actually worried when I saw what you were going to be drinking today, and didn't think you were really going to get into it. So,
Well, like I told you
that says a lot.
before we started broadcasting, I was really nervous on this one because yeah.
Should we jump back on in like 20 minutes and see how happy you are about it?
Well, I promised Juliet I was going to share this with her, and I think she's going to like it.
Well, I'd have to say Ninkasi really is never disappointed. I just had with their vanilla porter the other day, actually, as well. It's also another one of their specialties they have. And this as well. It's pretty solid, smooth, not overpowering, great summer-esque ale. And I would probably have to go with about an 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool. Wow, we had some
beer.
really good beers. This
I know.
great.
This is I think the first time of our 4 episodes here.
Oh, yeah. This is kind of nice to be able to have something decent that I'm really honestly excited about. I mean, I will say this. Part of the reason I got it because they, it's just a really cool logo, and
The video game reference doesn't help hurt.
Exactly right. I mean, honestly, it attracted me. I was like, well, okay, what are they going to go for here? And then you get it, and it's sort of like the scroll work that's almost like Lord of the Rings or something like that. It just has that weird like golden scroll, and I thought, okay, they're going like Gothic with this more or less, or some sort of fantasy type thing. And then of course I read that it was an Imperial IPA, and I was less excited. And it doesn't seem to be selling super duper fast at retail. There's quite a lot of it.
Whereabouts did you get that?
I believe I picked this up at GB Russo.
Okay. If I remember.
Yeah, because I was there, and they just had a bunch there that I hadn't seen.
I noticed Martha's Vineyard usually has in Grand Rapids, right around the corner from where I used to live. They tend to have a lot of bottles like that don't really ever seem to go off the shelves.
Yeah.
But I never really dove into one. So I think next time I'm in town, perhaps next week actually, it might be next week I might be broadcasting with you almost, possibly.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe we should do a local one if you've got time and you're around. And I do have your fridge full, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we'd be well stocked.
So, good. Okay, so a 10 out of 10 for me for Doom,
and an 8 out of 10 for me, Maiden in the Shade.
Nice, very cool. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and hope you'll join us next time. Like I said, Justin's supposed to be here in Grand Rapids sometime this coming week, and so we'll try to set up an event on our site, and you're welcome to join us, and we'll share another beer. So in the meantime, brew you. All right. Good night.
Cheers.